Good evening, everybody. Here we are another Thursday night on the grind. Um, I'm not going to sit here and procrastinate. I hate it when I see other people get on the podcast and they're just like, they're silent and they're just looking around for people to start watching them. But what they don't understand is people are already watching them the moment they go live because they have followers. So, tonight's show is going to be a short show. I'm going to let you know right now. I hurt my left shoulder. Um, I was working on a guard Wednesday and I tore something in it. But, buddy, I'll tell you, it hurts. What's up, Robert? What's going on, buddy? But I would like to go ahead and take care of some of my advertisers right now. First and foremost tonight is going to be Hell's Speed Shop, which you can see I am wearing one right now. These things are freaking awesome. I love them. Hellspeedshop.com. Hell's Speed Shop on Facebook, Instagram, heck, TikTok. You can get them on all the social medias, but they have the best flannels out there. Plus, they're collector's items. So get over to hellspeedshop.com and get you some of this stuff. You won't regret it, I guarantee you. Next up is our good friends over at Urban Rides Magazine, urbanridesmagazine.com. Go to the website, check out the website. You can get a digital subscription or you can get a mailed out to you print subscription. Whatever you do, you got to go check out the magazine and get you a copy, get you a subscription. You'll thank me. Plus, they have a sister publication called Street Bagger Magazine. You got to get over to them, check them out. Check out Daniel Roby, Jason Silman. They're all over the internet, all over all of the live shows and the rallies and stuff. Just get out there, go check them out. urbanridesmagazine.com. Next up is our good friend Jad over at Jade Affiliated, which is jadeaf.com. You got to get over there. Check out the wheels. They've got all kinds of wheels. You just got to go look at them. I could tell you everything from an 18 all or 16s all the way up to 34s. But they also make custom wheels. They make custom parts. They do all kinds of great stuff. Go check them out on all the social media platforms and get over to jadeaf.com. Next up, American Drag Seats. You need a Harley Davidson seat? We got you covered. You need a custom bagger seat? We got you covered. A bobber seat, chopper seats, we got them all. What's up, Kelly? Haven't seen you in a while. What's up, Pat Price? American Drag Seats, upholstery. We do badass custom motorcycle seats, stock seats, replacements, all kinds of stuff. Check us out at AmericanDragSeats.com. You can find us on all the social media platforms, American Drag Seats. Get over there. You need a seat. You need some upholstery work. Give us a call. We'll take care of you. Next up is Earl Hopkins at Hopkins-Design. Print, web, logos, photos, videos. When it comes to websites, it comes to any type of social media type prints, cards, logos. It doesn't matter. You need web stuff, go see him. Hopkins-Design.com. And by all means, tell him Kevin with the grind sent you. And last but not least, Legacy Bike Works. Legacy Bike Works right here in Manville, Texas. Custom baggers, air rides, center stands, audio, choppers, bobbers, whatever you need, custom, we can build them. Check us out, Legacy Bike Works on Instagram, Legacy Bike Works on Facebook. So what's going on, everybody? William Cole's in the house. Roy Price is watching. Robert Fosse, I don't know how to say his last name. He knows who I'm talking about. Uncle Bruno, Kelly Locklear, Pat Price. Everybody's in the house tonight. Anyway, everybody. So tonight's show, and I know people hate hearing about it, is about audio. But it's not just about audio, but it brings up what I want to talk about, which is, for a lack of better terms, are you a good person? Are you loyal? So let me start the show off tonight with saying, I'm so happy for Ricky Will. I'm so proud of him that he has put together such a, what do they call it? The brawl in the mall. You know, I'm only going to talk about the audio stuff for just a brief moment, so don't let me lose you because we're going to talk about audio. It's not about audio tonight, but it's the audio is going to start it. What's up, Sean? Every year, Ricky puts on this brawl in the mall, and it's the great eight, the top eight, something like that. But here's my issue. I'm proud of Ricky. I think what he's doing is great. The way I look at it, Ricky has built a platform that gives people an opportunity to push the limits, push the boundaries, and give them somewhere they can go so that they can really show off the talent that they have building these audio bikes. But with that said, every single year at his show, there is some kind of drama. I'm not going into what the drama is. I'm just stating the fact that every single time there is drama, and it's always drama over something. I don't know what the drama's over. I don't want to get involved in it, but all I know is man, it doesn't have to be that complicated. And one day, if I hook up with the right people and I kind of put things together, I might do a audio competition. But what's up, Mr. Doug? What's up, Jana? Yeah, I love my shirt too, but I like that black one too. I talked to the guy you keep sending me on Instagram, Doug, and I'm trying to get with him to do an interview. The dude is awesome. But anyway, my point was with the audio is that I don't really like the audio side of it, that it gets so controversial and it gets so bent out of shape, and there's always going to be something. But the fun you can have building them and the fun you can have when you're competing, that's the cool part about it. Now, with all that being said, do you consider yourself a loyal person? Now, when I say loyal, what I mean is that I've been in business for 27 years and I have succeeded. I have failed. I have landed flat on my face. I've, dug myself out of a hole. I've always found a way to come back. But man, I'll tell you, I don't know if it's the culture of what's going on now in the world, but dude, I am at the end of my rope with people saying they're going to do something and they don't do it. They just don't. It's almost like somebody would, here's a good example. Everybody can see I am wearing a Hell Speed Shop. Let me find my tag. A Hell Speed Shop flannel. I told Gina and Nathan at the time that we discussed them advertising on the show and everything, I said, send me one. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to bullshit you. They sent me one. I wore it, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I wouldn't still be wearing them today if I truly didn't like them. I would have told them, hey, man, I don't really like these. They're not my style. But with these, there is nothing about them that I don't like. They're awesome. They're the best you can get, in my opinion, because I wear them. I wear them all year long, even in the summer. Right now is the best time to wear them, though, because it's just getting a little nippy outside. They're comfortable, they're lightweight, and they work. So we're going to change the audio game in 2025 at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Well, I will be watching Mr. Keith Barker Baby Legs, but right now, what I'm really wanting to tell everybody is, if you've owned your own business or you have dealt with the motorcycle industry or the hot rod industry, or you've dealt with the clothing industry, or it doesn't matter what type of business you've dealt with. The one thing I have really found out over 27, almost 28 years is that there is no such thing as loyalty. It doesn't exist. I would love to say, oh, loyalty does exist. What I've encountered is you end up building relationships with people. But the moment you bring in business to it, it's going to go south. It's going to go south because somebody's going to feel like they didn't get what they bargained for, or someone's not going to hold up their end of the bargain, or whatever the case. I feel the same way about building bikes. Just because I built this guy a bike doesn't mean that he's going to be the loyal customer to me forever. It means he may like the way I built that bike, but now he saw this other builder. He's going to go over to that builder and get that builder to build him a bike. The part that I don't like is the backstabbing and the shit talking and the blah, 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 talking behind each other's backs. And man, I'm seeing so much of it nowadays. It's not even funny. I mean, I really wish I could tell you guys some of the stuff I know in this industry, because I hear it. People call me, people talk to me. One of the things I really don't understand is why people feel so comfortable telling me dirt, because 99.9999% of the time, I'm going to go back to the person and tell them. The reason I'm going to tell them, because I would be that loyal to you. If you come to me with some bullshit, I'm going to go tell this cat over here that you told me, and then I'm going to let y'all figure it out. Because eventually people are going to stop talking to me about the bullshit, and they're going to realize that I don't want to hear your bullshit. The reason I don't want to hear it is because you're a grown man. You should be working that bullshit out with the person you have the problem with. You shouldn't be running your mouth behind their back. And I stand behind that 100%. Now, with that being said, I have friends that sometimes piss me off, and I will vent to another friend because I'm trying to formulate how I'm going to talk to my friend that pissed me off. I get that. But what I don't get is when you hear so many builders talk smack about so many builders. I've noticed that there are certain builders out there, and man, I could name them. I could literally say their names for you guys that you never hear people talk bad about, because you never hear these people blabbing everything all over the internet. So there's nothing for them to blab about. You know, I've never heard one bad story about Doug Kime, because I see Doug Kime. He's been in it since 1970. I think he opened his shop in 76 or 77. That's a long time, people. But you don't hear people running around bad-mouthing him. That's because you don't see him posting stuff. He stays in his lane. He shows what he's doing, how he's doing it. He's always available there to talk to people and help people and give people information. That's why people don't talk bad about him. Other companies, I don't care who they are, they're always talking about each other, which is why I bring up the topic about loyalty. Are you a loyal person? The reason I say, are you a loyal person, is because a couple of years ago, everybody was beating the hell out of Art Steel. And everybody kept giving me shit because I was Art's friend, which I'm still Art's friend. Art's just not in the industry anymore. But everybody was like, well, dude, why are you his friend? And I was like, dude, why wouldn't I be? He hasn't done anything to me. What, you want me not to be his friend because you have an issue with him? Oh, I'm sorry, you had to work that out with him. Because I am a loyal person. I am a person that when I tell you I'm going to do something, I do it. And I would implore anybody, if there's anybody out there that has anything negative to say that I don't do what I say I'm going to do, man, leave a comment. Let's discuss it. I would love to hear that. I would love to hear your version of why I didn't do what I said I was going to do, because I guarantee you, you're wrong. What I do know is I tell people, but the bad part about me is when I do get pissed off at people, it stews in me because I don't want to be disappointed by people. I don't want to say and just jump right into a conversation, even though I'm in positions right now where there's a couple conversations I need to be having with people just to keep from losing a friend or losing a business associate or something like that. I am talking to a couple of people in my circle about that because I'm trying to formulate how I'm going to say it, when I'm going to say it, and how I'm going to word it when I go to talk to this person. I heard he had concrete boots in the ocean. Ass breath art, Mr. Steele, your girl. He was just a big fake. That's all. Next President Trump cabinet member. Where is Art Steele? I don't actually know. He goes, who is Joe Faust? Who is Joe Faust asking for a Fred? What's up, Sonia? That's talking behind their back, Kevin. Say it to their face, sir. If they talk shit about somebody else to you, they will talk about you. Yes, you need to listen to the whole conversation there. Oh, I'm going to call you a name, but I'm not going to. Brian Barber. And Brian Barber is one of those people that I talk to a whole lot because Brian literally has the ability to, how do I say this? He has the ability to not have a filter, but it's what do they call that? The give a fuck. He doesn't care. I don't know why he doesn't care. It could be all of the years of dealing with what I've been dealing with the last 6 or 7 years. He's dealt with it way, way longer. So maybe that's what changed him and made him into that way, which slowly I'm getting there. I'm getting to the point where it's just like, you know what? I am going to stop worrying about anybody else's feelings and I'm going to worry about my own damn feelings. And if I feel like you're doing me wrong, if you're worth the effort, I will let you know you're doing me wrong. If you're not worth the effort, I'll just delete you. I'll just be done with you. Because that seems to me at this point in life, that seems like almost the better option, just literally just for your own sanity. To be late as fuck. He just read right over my comment. I was reading your comment. Hold on, god dang it. Hello, Jamie. Thanks for watching. Scott, he just read right over my comment. Kevin, you need a new circle. What's up, brother? Sorry, been missing out. Who's in your circle? So right now, who's in my circle? I'm gonna have to say Brian Barber, Dan Juban, Kevin Baird. That's pretty much it right now as far as people I talk to on a regular basis of actually being in my circle. Now, I have a whole lot of acquaintances, but people want to be in my circle. That takes phone calls, that takes interest, that takes time. I mean, hell, Brian Barber can tell you what time I get up. He can tell you what time I go to the gym. He can tell you what time I go take a shit. He could tell you what time I take my medicine. I mean, Brian Barber literally is at the point where he can tell you just about anything you need to know about me. Dan Juban is in a very close second, but Dan's been really, really busy lately, so we haven't been talking. Oh, Brian, I'm still waiting on pics of my 12-month paint job. What's up, Jeff? Hello, Lisa. Lisa, since you're watching, have Chad call me tomorrow. I've got good news for the both of you guys. But anyway, I'm going to back off of it for just a second. My whole point is that when I see which you see the hat I'm wearing, I still support those guys. I don't ever talk to them anymore, but I still support them. I just scratch my head sometimes, and I really sit here and I try to think to myself, what are you doing? Why are you still doing this show? Why are you still involved in all of this stuff? Why are you still pushing forward with this biker build off thing when you can't even find bike builders that want to actually do it anymore? I get asked that question all the time in messages. And if I need to just to prove it, I'll screenshot them. But the reality is you can't find any bike builders out there that want to compete anymore. I have my personal opinion why you can't find those bike builders. I can't My personal opinion is because you don't have a whole lot of real bike builders out there anymore. You have a bunch of people that assemble stuff, and when this whole thing started, the requirement was literally you have to go live. I would make you an admin on the page. I think there's a lot of builders out there right now that don't want to go live, because if they go live, they're going to show you that they don't even do their own stuff. I'm not no bike builder, but I do have a team behind me still. Barnyard. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. But a lot of people don't. I'm not saying they don't have the skill set, but they don't do it. They just don't do it. And the reality is, has anyone ever heard of Mama Tried? Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of Mama Tried. But here and again, you're not seeing a lot of those bike builders over here watching this show wanting to participate in biker build-offs over here. I don't know how it hasn't crossed over to that market or hasn't gotten into that group. I'd love for it to be in that group. I would love to have those bike builders be the dominant force behind the Grind Biker Build-Off. That would be freaking awesome. But I've talked to a couple of the guys and they have zero, I'll say it again, they have zero interest. Monster, these guys are fake and phony and subcontractors. Who are you talking about, Miguel? Who are the monster? These guys are fake and phony and subcontractors. Anyway, so my whole point behind this is that I wish I could get the biker build-off up and going again, but you'd have to have bike builders to do that. And at this point in time, I can't even at the top of my head I really can't think of any bike builders out there that would want to actually do that. Yeah, Dwayne, you're exactly right. It is a format to look into. I have to meet people like Jeremy Valentine that can introduce me. I actually need to go to a couple of those shows and put myself out there. Hell, two of the biggest ones are right here in Texas. I should be going to those, hooking up with those guys, meeting those people, and trying to put something together for that type of show, because I think they would actually want to do it. When I get caught up, I want a rematch. I got screwed. That's funny. That's hilarious. But it's just over the last, well, man, there's a story I want to tell you guys, and I can't tell you guys because everything is still pending about it. But I'm telling y'all, there's going to be at least one more live show that I'm going to be opening a can of worms like you guys have never heard. I can't do it today, but believe me, when the time comes, everybody's going to be like, holy crap, we had no clue. Bloodline Custom Cycles is in 100%. We ain't scared. Scotty, who are you going to go against? Who are you going to go against, Scotty? Nobody wants to go live and show themselves building a bagger. They don't want to do the video footage. They don't want to show how they're building this or how they're building that. I mean, no offense, they're not privy or want to do all that, because in order to do that, you got to show all of the work, man. That's one thing that I don't think people really understood about the biker build-off was everybody was afraid to show what they were doing, because it would show the competition what they were doing. Well, the thing is I never wanted it to be about who won or who lost. I wanted it to be about the promotional level. I wanted it to be about the fact that you were getting a lot of airtime on a format that was also promoting you. And if you were a Joe going against a pro, that pro's followers got to follow you build, and your followers got to watch that pro build. But everybody gets afraid. They're like, oh my God, if they see what I do and they see what I'm doing, well, my followers are going to leave. That's where the loyalty part comes in. That's what I was telling you guys about. There's not a lot of loyalty anyway. So why wouldn't you want to make the biggest splash you can make and prove you're the shop that actually builds? Why would you not want to do that? That was the best part about the whole thing. What's up, PT? Mr. Bronx, want to challenge Devin Troyer? Okay, Miguel Workaholic Gutierrez said he wants to challenge Devin Troyer. Put it together. I've got no problem with that. We'll make it happen. But the whole thing, you gotta go live. You gotta show the work. You gotta show what you're doing. What everybody doesn't get is people don't want to sit here and watch my ugly ass talk every Thursday night, but I guarantee you, if you were building a bike and they got to sit there for 30 minutes to an hour once or twice a week and watch what you do, dude, you're going to get so many more followers. I mean, I don't have hundreds of thousands of followers, but on my personal page, I have 13,000 followers. You know, and it grows and it grows exponentially. There's a lot of my friends from high school that they're not bike riders, they're not, you know, motorcyclists or, you know, any bikers or anything like that. But I know they really enjoy watching stuff like that happen because a lot of them still follow me. And yes, let's play devil's advocate and say they're following me because they're friends of mine. But the other side of the coin is they actually follow because they like seeing the same kind of stuff that I like seeing. I like watching people build stuff. If I could put it together, I would definitely put another biker build off together and get this shit going again, because I'm going to tell you right now, man, with where this industry is at today, it needs a good swift kick in the ass to get it jump started again. We need fresh meat. We need fresh builds. We need new perspectives. We need something new to come out and happen. This show right here could do that if you can find the builders that actually want to put in the work and prove what they're doing. If I had the money, I would probably do it. And for those that are in the know, they know I don't have the money right now. I'd love to do it. But let me reiterate this to you one more time. And I'm actually really going to fix to cut this one short. I tore something in my shoulder this week. You don't want that smoke. Go to sleep. Nice hack, Kevin. So I think he does, Devin. I think he does. Let's make it happen. But I hurt my shoulder, so I'm actually fixing to go in and put some ice on it and get in bed and try to take care of this thing so it doesn't get worse. But what I was saying is I would love to put these biker build offs back on. I would love to get them going again. I would love to get, even, it doesn't matter about who wins or who loses when you're standing there that day. What it matters about is you're showing people what your talents are. And there may be people out there watching the show being like, dude, I watched that dude build that bike and he did so many cool things that I wanted to do, but these other builders wouldn't do. I'm going to go to that guy. You miss out on the opportunity to actually get people, to show people what you can do when you're secretive and you're like, oh, I'm all about winning that show. Man, use it for what it is, a marketing tool. Use it for an opportunity to showcase what you can do when you build a bike, how you think when you're like how am I going to lay this bike out? Like, what am I going to do with this bike? I mean, do you guys remember Mike Pulgisi, I think his name was? And he was in one of the original biker build-offs. And the dude actually drew a picture of his bike on a wall, what he was wanting, and did all this stuff. He showed you everything he was doing. There was not another single builder in all of the shows after him that built anything like he did. And what he did was amazing. So why is everybody so afraid to show what they're going to build, how they're building it, when they're building it? You know, if you're good at the fiberglass work, show it. Show how you do the fiberglass work. If you're, you know, you got to pay a welder to come in, show that you're paying a welder. Be transparent. Let people know who you are. Anyway, I feel like I get on a tangent here, but the reality of it is if you guys want the biker build off back, get some builders that want to build and want to be on the show. I'll make the rest happen. I can do that part. That's the part I'm good at. We can make this happen again. We just got to get the builders that want to do it. So Miguel Gutierrez, let me say it right, Miguel Workaholic Gutierrez, Devin Troyer, y'all want that shit to happen, man. Both of you guys can send me a message, send Uncle Bruno a message. I'll put it together. I will make it happen. But anyway, short show. I'm going to go rest my arm, ice it up. You guys have a great week, man, and we will all see you back here next Thursday, and we'll find out, did we put it together? Oh, P.S. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night to Keith Barker's Live. Even I'm going to tune in. I want to hear what all the controversy is about. A ruler is a ruler, and a ruler doesn't lie. Y'all have a good night.